What's up, y'all? Trying to do something a little different here, man. I'm gonna shoot a video while I'm kind of doing my little hiking here, man. I'm gonna probably start trying to hike a little bit more, man. I'm all about nature. I don't know how this is gonna come out, but we'll see. I'm just gonna kind of ramble a little bit. Here we go. I hope this y'all can see all right, but I just want to do a quick one on this one, or how long. We'll see how long this goes, man. I wanted to talk about fear of missing out. As a black man who has not had sex at 40, this is something I used to struggle with a lot in my younger years, in my 20s and stuff. It didn't help that I had a job that kind of kept me, worked a third shift dead end job that kind of kept me out of loop, so I really couldn't do much. But, you know, like I said, the Most High kept me, man, for whatever reason. I'd be lying if I told you guys that I didn't struggle with it from time to time, but I have to be honest, even before COVID, I hope the sun ain't too bad, man. Even before COVID came out, man, I never personally wanted to have like a family or be involved in anybody, even before COVID. So I hope this come out all right, man. But the fact that all this is happening right now, I feel, I said it before, I'll say it again, man. Man, I'm thankful, man. I didn't always, it didn't always be like that when I'm in my early 20s sometimes. I mean, I'd say about 30%. About 70% I was cool with it, but it was always that 30% that kind of messed with me. And, you know, listen to blue pill people around you and stuff kind of mess with you sometimes growing up. But I just want to say, man, you know, some people could say that I'm coping or whatever. Oh, you're just coping, I guess, you know. But the verdict's still out on me. That's the thing about being a man. That's what I love about being a man. You know, hell, I'm 40, no kids, you know, no drama, money in the bank. I ain't stressing really too much. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we have options as men. Like I said, I can easily snatch up a little, you know, 18-year-old little cutie or something, try to build something, but I'm not on that. I'm not even remotely on that level right now I got a lot of stuff I need to be working on, but, you gotta know who you are and what you want, man. Like I'm rambling a little bit, man. But yeah, fear of missing out, man. That was something I struggled with. And one thing I've learned in the Red Pill, it's all about you. What do you want? You know what I'm saying? I remember, like I said again, I said before, I'll say it again. When I was younger, I used to get nervous around a woman that was seasoned, worldly, you know. But now Red Pill, I kind of get it. You know, it ain't about pleasing that individual. You know, if she ain't on board with your plan, then you know, why? You know what I'm saying? She ain't on board with your plan. What purpose is she serving? You know, and that's what I said, man. And I'll say that again. I'll say it before I say it again. If you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're probably better off keeping it in your pants, man, because this society is geared towards getting you trapped in a peace league, man. Like I said again, you get caught up on child support, you got to deal with that. You know, you can recover from that stuff, but it makes things that much more difficult. You know, I think about my situation. I can't even picture being on child support or dealing with a crazy ex like a lot of men my age are. You know, and that's another thing. You know, get a lot of guys talking about some, you know, man, you got clear skin and all that, man. Hey, you know, cause and effect. You reap what you sow. Like I said, I'm not a saint, but I try to keep my sins somewhat to a minimum. You know, you reap what you sow. You get blessings, man. Like I said, I don't get sick. You know, 40 years old, you know, got my full set of hair and stuff. I like shaving my head because I like shaving my head. But, you know, like I said, I'm rambling on this one. I'm kind of walking around. So, you know, if you get something from it, cool. If not, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, fear of missing out, man. That was always something that I struggled with. But like I said, I'm just I just keep growing, man. Just keep getting stronger. And I just think about, you know, if I was tied down with a family and all that, it's kind of hard to grow when you got to deal with all that stuff, man. Mortgages and dealing with your kids and all that. That's why I said, man. That's why a lot of people get married and have kids and they're miserable because they didn't realize who they were. You know, a lot of people follow cookie cutter bills, go to school, get education, and have a family. And then you do that and you're like, holy shit, I'm still miserable. Having kids, having a wife, that didn't make me happy. Now that's not everybody, but a lot of people are. A lot of people are miserable. And like I said, I I've had men and women, men and women tell me not to get married and have kids. It ain't just men either, it's women. I've had women tell me not to get married and have kids. Hell, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm gonna be real, man. My own moms, man. My mom's real. I like my moms, man. She's real. I asked her, I said, if she could do it all over again when she had kids, she said no. She said no. And that's real. Oh, okay, man, that was real. I respect my mom even more so for admitting that, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, I ramble a little bit when I'm doing my thing here, man. But, you know, just trusting the Most High. Like I said, the verdict's still out on me. Hopefully I'll have a story to tell you guys here soon, you know, in the future. I'll keep y'all posted, you know, so I'm still on my journey as well. So, you know, and it's never ending. Self-discovery is never ending. It's always, it's deep. It never ends, man. So, you know, I don't know, man. Just, you know, if you like me and you still got your chest and stuff, man, that's why I show my face, just to kill stereotypes, to show guys, hey, 40-year-old black man, I ain't, you know, it ain't the end of the world. You know, see me out here butthurt and miserable and shit. Don't base your self-worth on that. I know it's easier said than done, you know, but I don't know, man. I'm just rambling, you know. Hope y'all get something from it. Fear of missing out. That's something I always struggle with, man. But like I said, you can look at this cesspool in this dating field. Like I said again, people are more lonely than ever, more depressed, more miserable, more empty. You know, all I see is a bunch of, even if there was like people in successful relationships, would anybody listen to them? It seems like we all like the drama and chaos and stuff. I don't know, man. But I don't know. I rambled a little bit. I hope you got something from this. Hope it wasn't too bad with the filming, but fear of missing out, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, some people are like, well, you haven't had, hey, I'm not impressed. You know what I'm saying? There's only like one, maybe two relationships I see right now that I'm like, okay, that, and even then it's still the work that goes into it. People don't, I don't know. Anyways, man, that's all I got. Fear of missing out. Hope you got something from that. Anyways, later.